I don't remember the locks being this narrow, do you? Yeah, just come off the Thames with their beautiful big locks, and the lock gates are all well balanced, and just come into Duke's Cut, and it seems like the locks have shrunk. Cheers, guys.
Hi everyone. This is our vlog, or Oxford vlog, extended stay.
Yeah, I was only planning to stay in Oxford for 2 or 3 days, and we ended up staying 9 days.
Yeah, due to our Bonnie being poorly.
Yeah. Some nice murals.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so just coming into Oxford. Well, I say
Yes.
just coming in. We've been just coming in for the last 20 minutes. Looks very nice from what we've seen so far. Apparently, there's some nice moorings just up past
College cruises.
Yeah, college cruises, I think. And I don't know whether you can see back there, or we're coming up to another one there. The willow trees are now all coming out in bud.
Lovely.
So they've got this lush green to them.
Some blossom as well.
Yeah, very nice. Some beautiful canal side properties. Very tight up here. Now the boats are moored either side. We've got 2 abreast one side, and then a gap. Looks like we've got to do a little bit of a zigzag through here.
We moored at a place called Jericho.
Yeah, which is about as far as you can get down on the Oxford Canal. It's a dead end.
Yeah, but it was a nice.
Yeah,
it was a nice mooring. Yeah. You felt safe. You felt okay there, so that was good. And we, the good thing was, the weather was quite nice, so we was very lucky with that as well. We walked into the Oxford Centre, and I was blown away. I couldn't believe
you could do a whole series of videos just on Oxford.
Couldn't believe how cosmopolitan.
Done a lot of work over the years in Cambridge, and it is a very similar vibe to it. Yeah, very very nice.
Yeah, and the buildings, just amazing. Yeah, and I'm a bit of a freak like that. I do like a bit of architecture. But yeah, it was lovely. The buskers in the street, they were good. You know, I said, and we found a
Turkish or stroke Lebanese delicatessens where Deb found one of her favourite confectionery.
Yeah.
So how you loving Oxford?
Love it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, do a big tour. Don't know whether you can hear that. I'll put a little bit of the video up later, but
couple of
some
lads.
Spanish flamenco style buskers, absolutely brilliant. What you found, Deb?
Turkish delight.
Awesome shot.
Yeah, so on our way back to the boat from having a walk round, we saw just up a little bit of a side street, a street market, food street market.
It must
like
have been
street food.
Must have been 20, 30 different stalls
it was
selling
yeah.
every type of food that you can think of.
Yeah.
So we went for one of our favourite dishes,
Yeah.
which was a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, just a smidge. I mean, again, it's what you expect and what you get. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't.
To your standards.
No.
How was your trip into Oxford?
It's lovely. Yeah, very nice.
Did you get what you wanted?
Yes, got everything I needed apart from visiting the jewel shop, which Mark didn't let me. And we stopped off to have some street food, which was great. Paella.
Weren't as good as your paella though.
No, it weren't actually.
Which we will be covering in a future vlog.
Yeah.
One of the questions from friends and families since we've been living on the Narrowboat is, what do you do for doctors and vets? Well, we're reasonably healthy. The dogs have always been reasonably healthy, so we've sort of, what we do, we've winged it and said, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Well, unfortunately, we came to the bridge for the vets and we had to cross it.
Yeah, Bonnie took a turn for the worse.
Yeah, she became very poorly, very lethargic.
Very quickly.
Yeah, was vomiting, but just the cramping up in cramps. It was heartbreaking.
The pain
to watch
that she
it.
was in was, and she was like more or less collapsing.
Yeah, so we managed to get an appointment at a vet's on a Sunday.
Yeah, at the Pets at Home.
Yeah, the Pets at Home. They're
Vets for You, or
Vets
or
for You
something.
within Pets at Home.
Yeah, and they were brilliant.
Well, here with Bonnie in the vets. Yeah. Are you keen to go in? You won't be when you realise where you are. Now we're okay as long as no other dogs turn up. And then it's going to get messy. I'm going to get you sorted out, boo. Are you nervous? No? She's going to take your temperature. Well, I'm walking out on my own. Well, I went into Pets at Home with a dog, and I'm coming out without one. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, sorry about that. Let's try again. Yeah, went into tart mode a bit there. Yeah, so taking her into the vets at Pets at Home, Vets for You, and they're going to run some tests, do some bloods and a pancreas test. So hopefully the results will come back okay, and if not, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, the last time I left the dog at a vet's, I never actually saw it again. It was an old Molly Dolly, our old staffy, bless her. I dropped her off on a Sunday as an emergency. I was working away at the time. They'd done a exploratory operation on the Monday, and she had inoperable tumours, arterial tumours on her liver. So they never actually brought her around from the anaesthetic. But Why do we do this? Well, I'm back on the last bit of the canal now. Managed to compose myself, and I've just got to, I might even try, shouldn't really, but just try and capture Deb's reaction when I walk in without Bonnie. Alfie won't be bothered, he'll just think that's more treats for him. I think Deb must be looking out or getting anxious because I've just had a WhatsApp message come through, where's my dog?
Where's my dog? Where's my dog?
They're going to run some tests. And as you can see, Alfie is absolutely distraught. Well, all good news. They've done blood tests, kept her in for a couple of hours, run some blood tests to check liver function, kidneys, pancreas, and it's all come back all okay. Apparently her white blood count was a little bit high, so she said she could be sitting for something. So she had a anti-sickness injection. She's got some painkillers and some anti-inflammatory things for the lining of her stomach. A special, well, it's not special. Digestive support diet, just so it's something light on her stomach, and just got to monitor her for a few days and see how she is. Yeah, so just a matter of filling the claims forms in for the insurance, and yeah, good news, well pleased. What about you, Debbie, are you pleased?
I am absolutely chuffed to bits. Yeah. Oh, Bonnie's fine.
Yeah, and Alfie actually looks disappointed that she's back. Yeah, because he's got to share everything with her now. Yeah.
We found a wonderful pub.
Yeah, quirky.
Really?
Quirky little pub. It was actually recommended by one of the liveaboard boaters, because just down from where we were, the last, I don't know, 400 metres of the canal is a lot permanent moorings.
You met that guy.
Yeah, got natter into a chap there who recommended the old Bookbinders, which was just a stone's throw from where we were. Very nice pub. Yeah, so done 2 beer reviews, but, and I've learnt from my mistakes here, there was background music. Now if I upload those with background music, I think on one of them Adele was singing her heart out, bless her, YouTube automatically recognises it and I get a black mark against me for copyright infringement. So I've managed to keep the video footage of my beer review but overdub it with some random music that was...
So we apologise for that.
But yeah, so if you're thinking the music with the beer review is a little bit weird, it was to try and get over the copyright problem with the music that was playing in the background.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm in the old Bookbinders in Oxford. Got myself a pint of St Austell's Proper Job. Smells nice, 4.5%. Got the grapefruit coming through there, very, very hoppy. That is a right nice pint. Yeah, so here's a little snippet into an average day living on a narrowboat. It's Friday, 11 o'clock. I'm not at work, not rubbing it into anybody who is, and just had a half a mile bike ride with 2 bags of rubbish down to the rubbish point. Now biking back to the boat, and we're going to bike into Aldi's and get some shopping. Yeah, so had I been at work, I'd probably be in some hot boiler room, climbing about over some hot pipes, running cables in, putting cable trunking in, cable tray work, drilling, cutting, sweating. And I've swapped it for this.
Yeah, so then there was the cycle ride.
Yeah, I don't know whether you do know, but I was going to do a review, and I've got a Halford's folding cycle. We had some shopping to do, and down near the vets, which was about.
And we had to take in the insurance forms as well, didn't we?
Yeah. So we loaded up our rucksacks, and you can hire what they call mobikes. Now these are dotted about the city. They've got an automatic locking mechanism on them. You download the app, you preload the app with some money, and you go on the app. It will locate where the nearest bike is. You walk to that bike, scan the barcode on it, the bike unlocks, and off you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was very strange.
Yeah, and I'll put the link to the website again. This you can go in depth, and I've been told off for waffling on for too long.
We had the bike ride to Petsview, which is where the supermarket was as well. So we did a double whammy, and we done a shop as well. But it was not filmable.
Deb ended up riding my bike. I rode the mobike because they're built
big,
to last. So they're very heavy on the steering.
Yeah. And me on a cycle ride isn't pleasant.
You wasn't at your most photogenic, was you?
No, and so apologies, but there will be no film of the cycling.
So, why are you looking so apprehensive?
We're now going to hire a bike, one of those city bike things in Oxford for me, and then we're going to bike down to Aldi's and do some shopping.
So we're all unlocked, and Debbie's got her new mobike. Yeah, in the last 2 weeks we've had cruising partners, and that was they did feature very briefly in our last vlog. That was Steve and Tracy from Narrowboat Candlelight. They set off ahead of us on the Thames. I think eventually we're all going the same way, but just for that brief period we was actually cruising together. So we said goodbye to them.
Yeah, they went off to Abingdon.
Yeah. Well, that's Steve and Tracy on Narrowboat Candlelight. Now off down the Thames. No doubt we'll bump into them along the way. Right, I'm back in the old bookbinders. I've got myself a pint of Bar by the Black Sheep Brewery. Nice little citrusy pale ale. I think they use the Cascade hops from America for this one, which gives it the lemon zesty taste. That is a right nice pint. That is very nice. Cheers, guys.
And then the biggest surprise of all was my Katie turning up on Mother's Day. It was brilliant.
Yeah,
hadn't seen her for a few weeks, so it was absolutely lovely.
2.5 to 3 hours away from our hometown, so visits are getting less and less as we get further away.
Yeah.
So I'd known about this for a couple of weeks. Yeah, so he was well surprised.
It was wonderful to see her, and her boyfriend Stephen as well, obviously.
Yeah, I was chuffed to see her as well, but I knew she was coming.
Yeah, it was lovely. And always sad to say goodbye as well.
Yeah, she does get choked. Well,
yeah,
you and Kate get choked up.
Very much so. But we did a little cruise, which was great.
Yeah,
just to show them.
Out. Yeah, we was actually moored in Jericho. We could go out through Isis Lock, back up the Thames, back through Duke's Cut, back onto the Oxford, and come back down to where we were. And luckily, our mooring was still
was
available.
still there.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that was good.
Well, just setting off for a little cruise in Oxford, now leaving the moorings at Jericho, and I've got somebody with me. Arise.
Hey!
Katie, my daughter. It's Mother's Day, and her and her boyfriend Stephen have come down and surprised Mum on Mother's Day. So I've been the last 2 days on tenterhooks trying to keep it a secret, but secret's out now. So yeah, so we're just going to go through this lock up here, get back on the Thames, up the Thames, through Duke's Cut, back through Oxford, just so these guys can experience how we live.
Do I have the same scared face as Mummy?
Yeah, exactly the same face of panic. We're keeping it in a reasonable straight line, not too bad. We're now leaving Oxford, heading towards Abington. Had a week here, been absolutely beautiful. But it's time to move on. Hardly any stream or flow today, and we're gonna go around, do a sharp U-turn and head up through there, which will take us back onto the Thames. Bonnie and Alfie have their life jackets on. So how's Oxford been?
Lovely. It's been all right. Glad to leave now, though. Yeah, a bit stir crazy after a week and 2 days, I think, is it?
Yeah,
a week
yeah.
and 2 days.
And as you know, Bonnie hasn't been too well, so we've been here mainly to stay close to the vets.
Yeah.
But we've now gone back to summer mooring times. So the moorings we were on were 48-hour moorings, which obviously become 14-day moorings during the winter months. But now we're into spring, summer. They revert back to 2-day moorings. So. Yeah. We would have had to move on anyway, but we've been informed the vets for pets that we use for Bonnie at Oxford, they're all run separately as franchises, but the lady vet who runs that franchise, her husband runs the franchise at Abington. Yeah,
and a friend runs the other one at Newbury.
Yeah, so
they're all in it together, so they're joint, so we haven't got anything to worry about.
But hopefully she's on the mend.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yes, so I think that's it.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up, please.
Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, which I think should be just about there. And next to it there's a little bell. If you hit the bell button, then you'll be notified of any future videos. Yeah. And again, comments.
Yeah, love your comments.
Love the comments, and
love your
always
comments.
take the time to reply. So until next time, see ya.
Bye.